Welcome back to another video. Today we're starting a new project. I want to pour a patio here and then eventually build kind of like a timber frame structure over it, and then maybe screen it in so you can sit up here out of the sun, out of the bugs, and still enjoy the view. So let's get started.
Alright, so you can see here I'm having a real hard time digging this. This used to be a quarry, this property, and there's a lot of stones that are real angular, and anything from maybe like a baseball size up to like a basketball. So it's really hard to get started digging. Once you actually have it started, then you can kind of dig it a little bit easier.
All right, so my battery died on me while I was grading there, but I got this as good as I can get. This drill gun is really difficult to dig, especially with a like small to medium sized machine. You really kind of need like an excavator or something to break through this rock. But this is what it looks like now. I tracked it in as best I could. I have a compactor, but it really doesn't work when you got these big rocks. It just doesn't work that good. So I'm gonna throw up forms and then put in gravel and get that compacted. I ended up a little bit higher here than, or a little bit lower rather than I wanted to be, but it's just the topography of the land is what it is. Alright, it's a few days later. Today we are pouring concrete. It's all set up. I kind of ran out of time to film some stuff, but regardless, it's ready to go. There's a chance of rain, but I was already too late to cancel my concrete that I had coming, so we're just gonna see what happens. Hopefully it all works out.
Alright, so on the time lapse here, it looks like this is going rather smoothly, but a problem we kind of had is that it was just taking too long to get the concrete down here. This might look like it's kind of easy to get to, but this is really logistically challenging to get anything down to this level. Um, this this trip for the skid steer is about a little bit less than 3.5 minutes um, to get for a round trip here. He's got to go up about maybe 212 feet of driveway, and since he didn't want to go back down the hill, he was going down forwards, so he could only put a little bit of concrete in the bucket. So getting the concrete down here was logistically challenging. And then right about here, we ran out of concrete, which was a whole nother issue. I really thought I measured this about 4 times, and somehow I still got this wrong. I don't do concrete on a regular basis. I do construction, but I don't typically do concrete. But this is my own project, my own land, so I wanted to try it. But we ran out, and then to add insult to injury, it started raining. So we had to cover the slab. It only sprinkled for maybe 15 minutes or so we ended up just uncovering the slab pretty much right away. Luckily, it wasn't hot out or anything, so we really didn't need to be in a rush to get this down. So I'm not a concrete guy, but I do construction, so I had some of these tools. I already had a bolt float. I had a bunch of pins, and I had a lot of the stuff that I needed to do this, but I did buy stamps. I bought a couple magnesium screeds and the release and that kind of stuff. And even with buying the stamps, it was cheaper for me to do it than it was to hire a different contractor to do this.
Well, that's it. Its slab is poured and stamped, and I think it came out pretty good. I have not washed the release off yet, so I can't really tell what it's going to look like till I do that. This could have gone certainly a lot better. We had a little bit of sprinkle. It didn't really amount to much, but we still had covered it just in case. And then I ran short on concrete, so I had to get another truck, and that's the whole thing. So definitely could have been better, but I'm a little bit of a novice at concrete. So all in all, I'll say it turned out pretty good. All right, so it's been a couple weeks, and I'm going to call this project done. I still need to antique and seal this, but I'm running out of time for the year, so I'm going to do it next year. It's got some dirt on it, but It's got some really nice heavy texture, which is what I wanted. I stamped some fossils in here, like these feathers and ferns and fish and stuff. I got some boulders and some plants placed. So now we're ready to build in the spring.